Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. It all started back in 2015 when I decided to run my first marathon.
One, two, three, go! Woo! Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted a video to YouTube in probably 2 months, and before that it was like another month and a half. So it's been like 3 or 4 months without regularly posting to YouTube. And to be honest, I've just been in a mental slump. After watching a lot of Eric Floberg's videos from last year on his running channel, Floberg Runs, I kind of wanted to adopt the same style of video that he's been making. Making one video like this, where I sit down and talk over my week of training, I think is very attainable. So without further ado, let's get into this first, documented week of my sub 3-hour marathon journey for 2024. So before we jump in, wow, I just said we were going to jump in and we're not. I haven't signed up for any races. I have a couple in mind, but hopefully at the end of May or beginning of June. Filming this, it's March 2nd, and that wouldn't give me enough time to attempt a marathon. For the actual sub 3 marathon, I'm going to attempt it in the fall, but I want to go for a sub 3:15 in the spring sometime. The first day, I believe it was cold. We got another spell of cold, and I just went to the gym and ran on the treadmill. Started feeling good around 4.5 miles, 5 miles, and was only going to do 6, and decided, hey, what the heck, I feel good. I'll just go another mile and get 7 for the day, because I didn't run Saturday or Sunday leading up to that. The next day was another 7 miles, and the weather was a lot nicer, a lot warmer. I think it was in the mid 40s. So I put on 2 layers, got to run in shorts, and it was a good run. Felt good to run outside again. So today I have a midweek run. I'm only gonna do 5 miles today, because I did 7 the past 2 days. And I think that both of those were at a harder than easy pace. I did like 40 miles a couple weeks ago, and then like 18 last week, so don't want to ramp it up too quick, but want to have my mileage start to climb up a little bit, because I haven't chosen a marathon yet, but I want to start that process of building. Weather was even nicer than it was. I think it was like mid 50s, so that was awesome. Total time was like 41 minutes 22 seconds, which is probably like a 8:05 pace, something like that. 8:15, 8:10. Thursday I think it got cold again, and then Friday it got even colder. So Thursday was another 6 miles on the treadmill, and then Friday again another 6 miles on the treadmill. I was actually gonna try to run on the treadmill and then lift after, but I got to talking to somebody and didn't jump on the treadmill until like 5:45, 6, and the gym closes at 7 on Fridays. So I've been running on the treadmill a lot lately. They're probably gonna have to get somebody in to service it, because I use the same treadmill every single time. And that's that, I guess. Saturday was cold. It was like 30 degrees. And I hate running in the cold. It takes so much time to put on all the layers, and then it can either be a good run or a bad run. But running in the cold paired with running in the dark, which is what I had to do, man, it's just, it sucks. It really just sucks. I mean, you can have great runs in the cold and in the dark. It's just, I really just like the sunshine and the warmth. It's something, I think everybody likes the warmth and the sunshine. But this is the run where I tried to get some creative shots. And first of all, the GoPro kept on dying. And I didn't understand why it was dying, because I would start a clip and I tried to get this one creative shot where I put the GoPro over the top of my head to get like a top down, and went through it as I was running. I went through and tried to watch it, and like stopped after a few seconds. I said, "What the heck is going on?"
What? Stupid. Let's try this creative angle.
What ended up that the battery was just dying because it was cold outside, and so I got to about 3 miles, and I had been holding the battery in my hand under my glove for like a mile. Try to warm it up. So I stuck it back in, and I said, okay, I'm gonna get this shot again. So I get it all ready. I put the GoPro over top of my head. Wouldn't you know, there was a manhole that sticks up out of the ground like an inch, which is, first of all, that's in like the better part of town, and something like that should be fixed. Like, we don't pay taxes for stuff like that to not be fixed. Come on. But go figure. As soon as I look up to see if the framing looks good on the shot, I tripped over that, and that is how this number happened.
Just hit 5, feeling pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say, because my GoPro is gonna die because it's cold. All right, just hit 7. That's all I can do for today. I'm on a time limit.
Going into Sunday, the last run of this 7-day period, I had to get up at 5 in the morning to go to the Cleveland airport, park my car, get on a flight for that filming project that I do twice a year called Water in Motion. If you go back in October sometime, actually the video that I ran with Eric Floberg, that's why I was there for that in Chicago. And then we did this again, but at one of the events that they had called DC Mania instead of Midwest Mania in Chicago. So I got to the airport, or I got to the hotel at around 2:30. Didn't have anything to eat from like 11 until 6:30. So I ate something at like 6:30, and then around 8:30, I think, I hopped on one of the treadmills in the fitness center. And these hotels that we film at, I think they're like 4-star hotels. So they have pretty nice gym equipment. I can always count on getting a good workout in, whether I want to run or lift. But these treadmills, they had these big screens on them. And I tried out a couple of the features, like video running through whatever scenic route or whatever. And then also watching TV on the treadmill. I didn't think there wasn't any volume control, so you couldn't actually listen to it. There were only subtitles, but I got to watch a little bit of the last part of Dodgeball and a little bit of Mr. Deeds, so that was kind of cool. But still, for the most part, the run just was rough. Because it wasn't a treadmill I was used to, it was just tough. And I have some thoughts about running on the treadmill that I think I'm going to make a video about here soon. So that 7-day period, I had about 42 miles. About a mile more than I did 2 weeks before that when I ran 41.25 miles. Monday and Tuesday, we did 8 hours of filming. We started at 10 and went till 7. I didn't get a break, so I pretty much ate a snack at 7:15 when we stopped, and then hopped on the treadmill about 8. Gotta be honest, I really don't want to run the last 2 miles on this treadmill. My head is not there. Ran the treadmill like 7 times in the past 10 days, and it sucks. And after filming for like 7 hours today, 8 hours today, straight, same thing, over and over and over, watching people basically dance on a pool. I'd rather lift right now, honestly, but right now running's taking priority because I want to run sub 3. And then Tuesday, we filmed from 8 a.m. till 3:30, and then we packed stuff up, and then I left for the airport at 4:30 p.m. And then, I mean, basically, I had no time, and I wasn't gonna get up early and run on the treadmill because I had finished running around 9:15 or 9:30, I think, and it was 6 miles on Monday. I finished running around like 9:30, and I just didn't want to have to try to get up and run and then have like nasty wet running stuff in my luggage and worry about getting all of that together, or worrying about making sure I'm ready to go before we film, because pretty much that second day was go, and then most people go back to the airport. So I didn't want to even worry about it, so I said, okay, I'm just going to have a day off. I started working at the gym part-time, like 16 hours a week, max probably, for some extra money, and pretty much for a free membership. It's like $50 a month for the Y that I go to. So started working there, and had 2 shifts, Wednesday and Thursday, both 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So I pretty much worked up until 1:30 on video stuff, and then went to the gym to work, and then brought my stuff to run, and then immediately went upstairs to the wellness center is what they call it, and I hopped on the treadmill, ran. I don't think I woke up until like 10 on Wednesday morning, so had to get some stuff done, and just had to wait to run. Get it in while you can. It's a great motto. It's not really the mindset that I want to have moving forward, because I'd like to prioritize running and making progress there, and also making progress in my business. So it's a tough balance, but I mean, I want to have both of those things priority, so I'm going to have to learn how to make it work. Thursday, I lifted back and chest. I did some deadlifts. I did some incline press, dips, pull downs, cable flies. Kept it simple. Didn't go too heavy because I knew that I would absolutely crush myself if I did, because I haven't lifted in, it had been like at least a week and a half since I had lifted, and it's been probably 4 weeks since I've done legs. So I need to get back into that, but that's what the last 12 days have been in training. So far this week, I've ran 11 miles, and I'm just gonna go with the flow for the rest of the days this week, and then jump back into it hard next week. I mean, the best time to start something is now. So, I mean, if I start now and keep a streak going for 6-7 days, hopefully I'll run somewhere between 35 and 45 miles, and that's where I'm going to try to keep it for the next couple weeks until I boost it up to 50 to 55 miles per week, and start incorporating actual long runs, 12, 14 miles, 15 miles. Hopefully within the next couple weeks, I will have a race picked out and I'll keep you updated on that. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching this first episode, and I hope you guys follow along for the rest of them. Not sure how long this series is going to be, but the goal is for 2024 to run a sub 3-hour marathon. So whether it's 10 episodes or whether it's 40 episodes, I'm going to document it and you're going to see it. And that's it, I guess. All right.